When Marty McGovern and I started the program, we were interested in gathering writers together to do their work in one place, and an MFA program does that. And we also knew that there is no MFA in Denver, and there's no low residency MFA in Denver. So we thought, you know, this is the Mile High City. This is a destination a lot of people like to come to. So we decided to start the program, and you know, we proposed it, and we were really happy with the results. We didn't realize it would be so great. Like we thought it'd be really fun to have writers here, and there'd be a lot of academic rigor, and there'd be like a lot of support from the other writers when they came for the residencies. We actually didn't realize we would make friends with them, that they would make friends with each other, and we'd all fall in love with each other. So it's been this great experience, especially the residencies. The low residency program has two parts. There's the residencies where people come to campus for 10 days from all parts of the country, and we stay together for morning workshops, lunch, craft lessons, dinner, and evening readings. So we're together every day, all day for 10 days, and after a while the kind of feeling builds, and it's very supportive, and it's very encouraging to one another, and it really forms this kind of intimate cohort of writers that you don't get with just an online program.
And I never even looked at another school once I talked to these guys and saw what the faculty was and everything. I figured, well, if I don't get in, then I'll go look for something else. But this is where I want to be. This is the perfect situation.
Well, Marty McGovern and David Hicks, they created this MFA program, and it's just been incredible. I didn't know what to expect, but between the two of them, you can tell they're very supportive and they care a lot. As well as Andrea Rexilius, she's been amazing. The three of them, it's like, they're incredible.
At the residencies, we start with morning workshops from 9 to 11:30 every day. You have the same workshop every day, and those are great. You work typical workshop format with one of your faculty members and your fellow students, and that you workshop each other's work. In the afternoons, we have craft lessons and business of writing panels. The craft lessons are intense studies of an element of craft in a particular genre, but we actually encourage all our students of all genres to go to each one, because we can learn from other genres. If you're a fiction writer, you can learn from poets. If you're a poet, you can learn from essayists. If you're an essayist, you can learn from playwrights.
The thing I like most about the program is that we're not only allowed but encouraged to try different things. And I mean, I did playwriting last semester. I just had so much fun with it. Working on a novel now. Hope to do poetry workshop before this is done. And I probably would do some creative nonfiction, except for 20 years I spent in the newspaper business. I got enough nonfiction in. But no, it's so nice, and the staff is so encouraging about everybody trying different things and experiencing all different kinds of writing. And I find the more that I try these different things, that the play that I wrote has helped my dialogue so much in the novels that I'm working on, and it's just it just all works. It all works together, and it comes out as I just feeling like I'm learning a whole lot and becoming a lot better writer.
In the second part of the afternoon, we usually have panels of different writers talking about something in their genre, like a young adult panel with young adult writers, talking about some element of their field. We have agents and editors come in to talk about the business part of writing, and we also have people who are working with writing in the world. We have people who are teaching writing in prisons, or we have people who are giving back to the communities in some way. So it's to show our students that you're not writing in isolation, that you are part of a community here in the MFA program and in the outside world too. You are not a writer in solitude, you are a writer in the world.
The very first residency, all the cohorts just bonded automatically, and along with the faculty. And that's exactly what I wanted. I had heard horror stories about MFA residencies, and when I tell people about the Mile High MFA program that I'm in, they kind of look at me like, really? Like they don't believe it, but it's true. And even outside the residencies, we're all still involved in each other's lives. If we're not like really close friends, we're trying to get together for writing groups. You know, we're trying to keep that sense of community with each other going, even outside of residency. And that's the whole point.
It's kind of surprising how close you can get to 17 other people in just just nine days. And we left here and everybody was just energized. I couldn't get home fast enough to start writing, and just motoring through the semester. And then you kind of start missing everybody. You can see a little bit on Facebook, but it's that's not quite the same. But then we came back here for the July residency, and it's just instant. Oh, there you are, and hugs and all over the place, and everybody's just so happy to see each other and catch up with the faculty and everything. And it's really, we really became a family in almost no time.
Unlike most other, if not all other MFA programs, the Mile High MFA requires all our students to give back in some way to their community through their writing. So by the time students graduate, they will have formed a plan of how they can give back to the community. Some students will be teaching in prisons, some students will be running writing workshops, but they're doing very innovative things, the students we have now. So we're constantly surprised about what they're going to do, but it's really a staple of the program. It's a feature of the program that our students are required to do this, and it ends up with very surprising and wonderful results.
I feel a lot of MFA residency programs, it's all about me. Like me, what am I gonna get? Me. And it's not about that anymore. If you wanna be a really great writer, you have to have a really strong writing community. That's one of the first things I learned. And I'm becoming a better writer because of the community. What can I do for my community? What can I do for others?
It's been a really good program, especially because the people who have come, the students who have been admitted, are just wonderful human beings who take writing very seriously. They really want to be writers, and they want to learn how to write better. And that's what the MFA program does. You will be a better writer in 2 years than when you came in. You will come in knowing how to write, but because of the intensity of the program and the one-on-one attention you get with your writing, you are going to graduate from your program with not just a book-length manuscript that will be ready to send to publishers and agents, but also you will have learned so much about writing that you'll be ready to write more books. So we're not interested in just training someone to write a book. We're interested in making good writers great writers, and we are interested in having those writers give back to their community.
The thing I like best about the program, I think, is the thing that people were selling on the program, and that's the faculty. And it's just I'm trying to figure out. I only get 4 semesters. I can only have 3 or 4 different faculty mentors, and I'm trying to figure out how to squeeze in another 4 or 5 semesters so I can work with all these other people that I'm meeting, and I haven't even met a number of them yet. But it is a great crew, a great group of people, and I'm really, really happy to. And in fact, every week or whatever, I think better about the choice I made. It's not like it's getting stale or anything. I'm more excited the farther I get through it.
As a writer, I want to grow, and so suddenly I'm in a community of writers who want to grow, and that it just feels good, and it's really helpful. Like, I want to go home and get to work. because there were some things that I could not see that my cohorts and my mentor brought out, to the surface.
Students come to the Milo MFA program being able to write well, but by the time they go through the rigor of the residencies and the semesters, and they graduate in 2 years, they will not just have a book-length manuscript, but they will have learned to be better writers and better people, and they will have learned to give back to the communities, and they will have formed alliances with their fellow students, so that you graduate not just with a book manuscript, but with a whole new way of being and a new vocation for your life.